Hi, I'm Danny Brown with Myriad at my home group, and this is Ask a Lender. Today, I'm joined again by Garrett Cervenik and John Emmons, and today we are going to talk about what happens after you've closed on your home and now you've got your existing mortgage for the next 15 or 30 years. All right, guys, so you've closed on your house and now you've got this humongous amount of debt hanging over your head for the next 15 or 30 years. What do people need to know? How do you manage that? Like, what are the rules?
You manage it because it was set up correctly from the beginning and you and your loan officer have talked about it and made sure it fits in your budget. After the loan closes and you're making payments, your servicer is going to be determined before the loan closes, and that's something you'll talk to your loan officer about, whether you're working with a direct lender or a broker. They're going to let you know where your payments are going to be made, how you can set those up, and the lender will be able to help you with setting up automatic payments or whatever is most convenient for you.
So you just threw a lot of words at me that I didn't understand. You talked about lenders, brokers, servicers. Can you break that down into English?
Yes. So a broker is generally somebody that you're going to work with that has access to several different lenders that they can work with depending on a client situation. So if you're working with a broker, they can take your loan to any number of lenders depending on your situation. The lender is who's actually going to fund the loan and actually service the mortgage for you. That's where you're going to make your payments to. Obviously, servicing can transfer throughout the life of the loan, but you'll always be notified of that and have time to set up new payments if it does get transferred.
So who you go to get your mortgage from may not be who you make your mortgage payment to going forward.
Correct.
Is what
Yes.
you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, say you win the lottery and you want to pay your mortgage off. Are there typically any penalties associated with paying your mortgage off early?
Not anymore. Those are a thing of the past for the most part. You'll see them here and there, but for most people, 99.9% of people that are buying or refinancing, a loan will not have a prepayment penalty. Typically, anything extra you pay towards your mortgage will go towards principal. And you can set up biweekly payments. You can always pay extra to pay that off faster. If you win the lottery, pay that thing off.
So I always hear that your payment is due on the 1st, but late on the 15th. What does that mean?
So, it's a common misconception, when a payment's actually late. A lot of people think that, if I don't pay it by the 1st, it's late. A lot of people know about their grace period, which is typically going to be till the 15th or 16th of the month. And even then, your payment's still not considered late. So the way a mortgage works is it's due on the 1st. You have a grace period till the 15th or 16th where you won't be charged a late fee. After the 15th or 16th, your lender can charge you a late fee if they want to. Typically, it's 5% of your principal and interest payment, but it's not considered late until it goes 30 days past due.
And that's when it would ding your credit?
That's when it would ding your credit, yeah. Exactly. So, if you make your payment anytime in the calendar month, from a credit perspective, you're safe. So if you're having a tight month and you need to make it later on, that's okay. You're just going to be charged a small late fee.
So typically, what does your mortgage payment cover?
So typically your mortgage payment is going to cover your principal and interest, obviously, for the loan, and usually it's always going to cover taxes and insurance if you have an escrow account where you have those included in your mortgage payment. You can elect not to have those included, and you can pay your taxes on your own or pay your insurance on your own. It's really up to you. It's just more of a thing of convenience than anything else. Things that it won't include are going to be things like HOA dues. You're going to still have to pay those separately. So there's some other things you always want to make sure you budget for separately than that mortgage payment.
And finally, explain to me what is an amortization schedule? What is that word? It's a big word. What does it mean?
An amortization schedule is the schedule of payments that you are going to make on your loan. So, with a 30-year mortgage, you have 360 payments. The way a 30-year is structured is in the beginning you're going to pay more interest than principal, and those amounts will flip-flop as you go. The amortization schedule will actually show you the breakdown of each payment as you go based on what your remaining balance is.
Thank you for joining us. This was Ask a Lender. I appreciate Garrett and John and your time in answering all of our questions. If you guys need anything else or have any other questions at all, I'm sure that they'll be available. We'll make sure all their contact information is in the bottom. Again, this was Ask a Lender. I'm Danny Brown with Myriad at my home group, and thanks for joining us.